when we think about Palestinian rights and liberations, and we think about Jewish rights and Jewish liberations, that oftentimes we're told by the world that one has to come at the cost of the other. But in reality, I think if we break down what Palestinians truly need and what Israelis truly need, they don't contradict.
Yeah.
I think to get to that awareness, it's really important for us to really unpack the grievances and aspirations that exist on both sides. The way I would relate to it is, I think we have separate narratives, and when I say narratives, I don't mean one is true and one is not true. I mean that we've understood the last 100 years very differently. And when I say narrative, I mean a series of facts, like a collection of facts that are selectively chosen and contextualized within an ideological worldview. And both of our stories have different facts, but the facts can all be true. We're just taking the facts that we want and organizing those facts in a way that tell a story and that makes sense to us. And I think for the last 100 years, what we've been doing is telling the truth about ourselves, but getting it wrong about each other. And it's almost like, I don't know you. In my story, you're just the antagonist, and I'm creating an identity for you in my story, and you're creating an identity for me in your story that have very little to do with how we're really experiencing ourselves. So I think the first step to being able to get past us feeling like our liberations are mutually exclusive is being willing to engage the identity and story of the other without feeling our own stories or identities threatened.
I think that we can live together whenever we forget about our pride. Whenever I think about Palestine and Israel, I remember the past, when we had fights and all of wars. If we forget about this and forget about the pride, and just think about you like you are human, just like me. We are the same, but you are from a different culture and from a different culture. We will live together in the same country, and it will be amazing.